There's something so excited about when a seasoned, old-school anime character steps into the spotlight for the first time. Whenever that happens, it always hits differently. Today, let's take a moment with some of the best old character entrances in anime.
お出ましだ。奪う行為は等しく悪だ。さあ、殺しに来なさい。
Yoshimura makes his badass entrance against the CCG when they're looking like they're ready to wipe out everything in their way. They indeed jump the hell out of him. But let me put this in simple terms. Every single S-Class CCG agent had to team up and dogpile on Yoshimura just to stand a chance, and even then, they were still struggling. Yoshimura's entrance is incredible because it flips everything we thought we knew about him. Until now, he's been the calm, wise cafe owner and mentor helping ghouls find peace. But in the battle against the CCG, he reveals a terrifying, awe-inspiring side, proving he's much more than he seemed. Zeus's musical entrance in Record of Ragnarok is the moment when Zeus upstages everyone, including Adam, his opponent. Certainly that's saying something considering how Adam looks like humanity's ultimate Chad. Thanks to Hermes' violin skills, this creepy old guy was able to make the kind of entrance that we won't be able to forget so soon. Hermes really was cooking on the violin solo. Zeus steps into the match and it's like the boss's music just kicks in. He's basically hyping himself up, getting ready to bring the smackdown. And you already know something big is coming. Calling an entrance wouldn't be right. It's a full-fledged performance. Let's talk about Sato's entrance against the guards in Arjim. His entrance isn't ordinary at all. He announces himself with a show of unstoppable, calculated chaos. I mean, this guy, he went full John Wick mode. He plays with the guards like it's a game he's already won. His immortality gives him an edge, but it's his confidence and strategy that really make the scene. The way he lets himself get shot just to reset and outmaneuver the guards, pure Sato. This is the only anime where I go fangirl over an evil old Gramp villain character. He's honestly a villain that you love and hate at the same time. This dude's literally fighting with a shotgun against enemies equipped with automatic rifles and tactical gear. I love how in the end he just slowly walks away so smugly, like as if he was saying, "What are you gonna do, kill me?" He's a menace, the absolute most hardcore antagonist without any mercy. Anyone up for some badass butler action? Well, Walter's got you covered. Walter Dornez's entrance in Hellsing is what you'd call classy carnage. In this particular scene, Walter transforms from a gentle butler into a one-man slaughterhouse in seconds. What makes his entrance even more iconic is how unbothered he looks while pulling off these insane moves. He's not breaking a sweat or losing his cool. It's just another day at the office for Walter. Walter's razor wire is easily one of the coolest weapons in anime. Sure, it looks totally impossible to use in real life, but honestly, who's keeping track? It's anime logic at its best, and we're all here for it. Lesson learned. You should never underestimate the quiet, refined types. He's the ultimate reminder that sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who don't look dangerous at all until it's too late. By the time you realize what's happening, you're already done for. And Walter's walking away like nothing ever happened.
Scared? Oh. 賊として討伐するのみ。
Hideyoshi's entrance in Sengoku Basara is really a show-stopping spectacle, one that leaves you in awe of his sheer presence. Toyotomi Hideyoshi is the general of Toyotomi as a massive man of gorilla-like proportion. Want to know what's truly terrifying about this guy? He's the only character in this series that doesn't use a single weapon. It's all him using nothing but his fists and pure brute strength. He didn't need to punch or swing, he simply flexed his arm and the sky itself parted. It's a simple but devastating display of power that leaves an impression on both the characters in the storyline and the audience. In a series filled with powerful, weapon-wielding warlords, Hideyoshi's barehanded approach stands out, and that's what makes him so unforgettable. Also, did anyone else get major Madara Uchiha entrance vibes from this one? Keith Shadis' entrance in Attack on Titan is the kind of moment that makes you root for him once again. His entrance is as cold as it gets. Shadis doesn't come in with a motivational speech or an inspiring smile. Nah, he's not here for anything like that. Instead, he shows up all tough and intimidating, standing tall with that look of pure, I've seen it all and you're not impressing me on his face. Keith Shadis doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. After delivering his tough love pep talk, he finally straps on his 3D gear, ready to show the cadets what real Titan slaying looks like. And boy, does he deliver. With fierce confidence, he dives into the action, slicing through Titans like it's second nature. But it doesn't stop there. He leads the soldiers straight into the chaos of battle, charging headfirst into the Titans that were turned into mindless monsters by Zeke's spinal fluid during the rumbling. Shadis is the kind of leader who not only knows how to fight, but who knows how to inspire his soldiers to dive into the thick of things with him.
うちの孫は問題ばっか持ってきやがる。ほら、かかってこい。
Let's talk about Granny Seiko's entrance in Dandadan, one of the most delightfully wild anime series out there. So here's the deal. Granny Seiko shows up just in the nick of time to save our heroes from a super messy situation. Because, let's face it, even the best heroes need a little rescuing sometimes. And when she enters, she doesn't do it quietly. Oh no, she arrives like she owns the place. Actually, she does own the place. Now, here's the twist. Granny Seiko looks like an 18-year-old with white hair, but she's somehow both 18 and 81 at the same time. It's like she's got the best of both worlds. Her entrance oozes experience and gravitas, making it clear that she's not just any old granny, she's a force to be reckoned with. Don't let her age fool you, this tough cookie is unstoppable, and when Granny Seiko's around, you know no one's standing in her way.
めちゃくちゃ速いじゃん。まあでも予想通り転がったな。その線から出たら死ぬぜ。
King Bradley also has a pretty cool entrance and fight, if you ask me. King Bradley's return in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is one of those jaw-dropping, oh, it's about to go down moments that reminds everyone why this man is not to be messed with. Dressed in a crisp white button-up shirt, blue slacks, and polished black dress shoes, King Bradley was the picture of calm authority until you noticed the hand grenade behind his back, the sword gleaming in his right hand, and the eye patch barely containing the storm of wrath within him. In that moment, he wasn't just epic, he was pure, unstoppable chaos in human form. Also, the way the music cuts out makes that moment amazing. You know things are about to go down when the villain opens their mouth and the music just cuts off instantly. However, if you watch this scene out of context, you'd think it's an entrance of a hero, not a villain. This is the kind of entrance that cements Bradley as one of the greatest antagonists in anime history. It's terrifying, thrilling, and leaves you glued to the screen knowing that chaos is about to unfold.
埼玉先生存在する焼却久しぶりじゃのガロ
Next up, we have Silver Fang's badass entrance against Garo in One Punch Man. This man just knows how to make an entrance. He arrives with a bang, literally. And just so you know, this dude is around 80 years old and still strong as hell. He didn't care about fighting fair with Garo and just absolutely annihilated him. Silver Fang's martial arts skills are so clean and devastating that you start wondering if Garo regrets all of his life choices. You might think that Silver Fang was actually trying to kill Garo, but no, this was some disciplinary action, nothing more than that. Silver Fang's entrance is the perfect example of why you should never underestimate the seasoned pros. Age isn't a weakness for him, it's his secret weapon. When Fang steps into the fight, you know you're in for something extraordinary. As for Garo, he learned the hard way that the master is still leagues ahead of the student.
その声を一番厄介なジジイが来やがったか。
終わらせてやる。
Talk about one of the most iconic tag team entrances in anime, Zeno and Netero from Hunter x Hunter. You see, the Chimera Antar gave birth to Meruem, the Ant King, a creature so powerful he could send shivers down the spine of even the bravest warriors. This terrifying powerhouse was an unprecedented threat to humanity, so of course the Hunter Association had to send in the big guns, Netero, the chairman of the association and one of the strongest Nen users to ever walk the earth. But Netero didn't come alone. He brought Zeno Zoldyck, another seasoned badass, along for the ride, and let me tell you, their entrance was nothing short of legendary. These two old-timers leapt off a giant draconic bird, soaring through the sky like it was nothing, heading straight for the top of the Ant King's fortress. Talk about making...
それがこのざまか。どうやら私はお前たちを買いかぶりすぎていたようだ。1000年ぶりじゃな、ユンハバッハ。お主の息の根を止めに来た。
Yamamoto's entrance against Yuha in Bleach is the pure definition of epic. The moment he steps onto the battlefield, you just know this is going to be a showstopper. And honestly, what makes this all the more satisfying is that Yamamoto is about to remind everyone why he's the captain commander and why you never underestimate an old man with a sword. Yamamoto is an old man, sure, but this is the kind of old man who could make even the toughest warriors think about a strategy to combat this beast. Now, we all know Yuha couldn't take Yamamoto in a straight-up 1v1, so he had to get clever with his strategy, baiting Yamamoto into a fight and then stealing his Bankai. It's wild how people underestimate this old man. Yamamoto could have wiped the floor with any Sternritter who wasn't immortal. Wrath took over him, and that's exactly why he wasn't immediately declared a war potential by Yuha.
外にいたお前の手下どもだ。協力するか殺し合うか。負けたよ。ぶっ殺せ！ 皆殺しだ。一人もここから逃がすな。
Moving on, we have Hijikata's entrance against some bandits in Golden Kamui. The old man was once the vice commander of the Shinsengumi, a man with immense pride and an unshakable will. Leading his team, Hijikata showcases his strength in a way that leaves no doubt about his power. After dispatching a few thugs outside his crew, he takes things to the next level, ruthlessly taking out anyone brave or foolish enough to challenge him. Armed with a gun and a blade, Hijikata swiftly handles the goons, effortlessly demonstrating his mastery of both swordsmanship and marksmanship. Every shot is fired with calm precision and deadly accuracy. Despite being 72 years old, Hijikata's skills are as sharp as ever, and it's no surprise given his high ambitions and impressive abilities. It's clear that this man has never lost sight of his high ambitions, and that's exactly what makes him such an awe-inspiring character. Whitebeard's arrival at Marinefoot is like the ultimate mic drop in the world of anime. The sound of Whitebeard's staff striking the ground and his slow, steady walk as everyone watches in silence is one of the most unforgettable moments I've ever seen. On top of that, he used his power to tilt Marinefoot itself, causing massive tsunamis to crash towards the island. The sight of this colossal display of strength had everyone, even Luffy, frozen in awe. The admirals were rattled, and it was clear Whitebeard was on a whole different level. And the best part, this wasn't even his full power. The man was terminally ill, and yet he made an entire army of young, healthy soldiers look like they were fighting a losing battle. This entrance works so well because it instantly establishes Whitebeard as someone who strikes fear without even having to try. His presence alone sets the tone for the war, making it clear that no matter the odds, he's still a living legend capable of reshaping the battlefield with just a flick of his hand.
俺の愛する息子は無事なんだろうな。ちょっと待ってな、エース。
And that's the list. I'm sure I may have missed out on some other moments, so feel free to let me know about them in the comments. And if you want to watch more entrances, how about taking a look at this video right here? Alright, that's it for today. See you soon.